Introduction to Sampling and Sampling Errors. Let us understand sampling with a brief introduction. Whenever we consider a statistical study, it usually involves large volumes of data or a large mass of units. In some cases, it is uneconomical to collect and incorporate every unit from the mass into the study, because time and cost are invariably scarce resources. We then consider a representative sample that is quite adequate to make certain conclusions about the entire lot. The statistical concept of sampling offers promising results in such situations. When a sample is used to draw conclusions about the entire lot, it is important to recognize that different samples can provide varied numerical results. For example, when a few bulbs from a produced lot are tested for their useful life, results will depend upon the sample chosen. Hence, sample collection is important, and so is the incorporation of the possibility of errors while making conclusions. Sampling and its techniques address these aspects scientifically. We learned earlier that the process of making an inductive inference about an entire population based on a sample is called sampling. For example, the average life of the sample of bulbs tested is taken as an estimate of the average life of the entire produced lot. Let us look at sampling errors. Consider a population that comprises 3 units with associated numerical values 2, 3, and 4. The average value is 3. Consider various samples of sizes 2. These are 2, 3, 2, 4, and 3, 4. Their averages are 2.5, 3, and 3.5. When the sample average is taken as an estimate of the population average, we observe that in 2 of the 3 possible samples, there is an error in the estimate. Such an error is referred to as sampling error. More precisely, the error in the inductive inference from a sample to a population is termed as sampling error. Any error besides sampling error is termed as a non-sampling error. Typical non-sampling errors are owed to measurement or data collection errors. Suppose it is necessary to collect data on rentals for paying guest accommodation. The population may consist of tenants who are charged separately for electricity and those who are not charged. When such details are ignored, results can be misleading. Biases in response. When customers are queried for suggestions in a service system, they sometimes fail to respond or respond without adequate commitment. It is important to note that non-sampling errors occur both in complete enumeration and in sampling studies. However, it is important to select a sample that adequately represents the population.